What's up, guys? We go here today, and we went out and caught some trout today. So we were me and No Name Bassin. So we're here to fillet them. Speckled sea trout, really good white meat. Here's what it looks like when you're done. We've got 3 today. We got 2 more to do. So the first thing I do is I make sure I got a sharp knife, and I want to make sure I clean my fish. Trout here is about 16, what are we doing here? 16 inches. It's a good size. So the first thing I do is I come underneath this pec fin, and I come at a 45-degree angle towards the front of the fish, right to the tip of the spine here. Come in my tip of my knife and just follow that spine all the way down. Being careful I don't stab all the way through the fish or cut through the spine. These fish are super fresh, guys. What we're going to do after this is we're going to take them down to the local restaurant and have them cook them for us and fry them up. I'll give you guys a look at how we do that. I don't like cutting all the way through the tail. I like to stop about right there. And I come back and I'm going to angle my knife kind of at a pitch this way to make sure I get all the meat on the opposite side of the spine. It has a little spine down the center, and the more you angle this down, the more you get some more meat down at the bottom. And I pull that fillet back. I'll rinse it off for you. I don't see any fish eggs in here. All this gut meat, and there's a rib cage here, so I'm not going to eat any of that, so I might as well just go ahead and get it out of my way. Shouldn't be any bones on this side. Saving all my guts in a bucket here. But my neighbor wants to do a little crab fishing, so this will be good crab fishing bait. Try not to rip through the skin, putting a little pressure on it. There's one fillet. Bloodline I'm cutting out here just to make it that much whiter. Try not to throw the meat on your boat like I just did. Now that bloodline just adds a little bit of a fishy flavor, so best to get that out of the way. There's one fillet. This fish was a little bigger than that one. That was a little smaller. Same thing. Find your pec fin, come underneath it, kind of angle up towards the gills, 45-degree angle towards the tip of the head. Put your knife right in the soft spot and find that spine. Work that spine without cutting through it. The closer you get to it, the more meat you'll end up with. I know I'm all the way through, but I didn't go all the way through. Angle it down. Cut through there. Just make sure all these cuts are finished, and that fillet will pop right off. This time I'll leave the rib cage and I'll just fillet it with the rib cage. I'll show you how to clean it with the rib cage on there. Okay, not bad. That skin's thin, so You know, it's like paper thin. It's real easy to go through. So you wash off all your guts. Now you're left with a fillet with some ribs and some belly kind of skin there. And me personally, I don't eat that. I like to clean it off, so this little bloodline I like to take out. I'll go cut right on each side of it. It's all bloodline. Now all this is no good. We don't need none of that. Clean it up, just square it up a little bit. As you can see, I still have a little belly meat right in here. Do my best to get it out without losing any of my fillet. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't see any worms. So I don't see any worms in this meat. Then you're filling for ribs. It's not fun to bite into some fish and get a rib. A little smaller fillet there, but as you can see, it's all just nice chunky meat. So that's how you fillet trout. Thanks, guys. Tune in next time when we'll fillet a redfish or whatever else we catch. But